You brought up a good point too, because like the data is so important because there have been some major lawsuits in regards to, there was one like $70 million or something, right,
Yeah.
recently. So really important. If a corporation is going to save, I don't know, let's pick a number, $100,000, but they get a black eye because of some data that got out and it cost them $10 million in PR. This is right. Is this?
And it's not just data, honestly. Now, some companies, say computer manufacturer might sell their equipment and say to a corporate client and say, this either goes to a certified recycler, or they say it does go to a certified recycler, that's a requirement, and that is part of the government, the GSA purchasing requirements, by the way. But then their keyboard ends up somewhere in a third world country and the little kid's paying away on it or tearing it down to burn. They have RFIDs in them, so they can
Oh,
track
wow.
that now. So
It's funny that you bring that up because we were just at the ITAD summit, and I'm not sure if you were there or not. Maybe your company was there, but at any rate, one of the ITAD companies was talking about picking partners in foreign countries, and that they were tracking all the material from the point that it left the corporate client, and it was supposed to go to XYZ company at a certain address and ends up going somewhere different. And so they were
yes.
able to intercept that material and pull it back because obviously that partner had promised something and changed the terms. So it just shows how important it is to really be on top of all of this.
And transparency in that recycling chain. The R2 and the e-Steward standards aren't going to guarantee you that that's not going to occur, but they're going to reduce your liability by about 80%. So you still have to have good relationships. You still have to have some level of accountability that might be above and beyond the certification itself, because all sorts of opportunities come up at any time, and who knows whom within the organization might make a choice that is outside of the qualifications and the certification. That happens a lot. And so what the controls are that are in place, what documentation you're asking of them, all of that is on top of and works well with certification, especially with data. I would say in our industry lately with a lot of our recyclers, data security, not just for what comes onto their site, but also how they manage contractual obligations and requirements around that within their own systems on site, has become paramount. And the cost for cyber liability insurance is just skyrocketing after the few data breaches we had last spring.